Hello, my name is Terry Meeks, and I'm a member of the Calibre LVS product engineering team, and I'd like to show you a few events, some features that I think might be beneficial for dealing with connectivity issues, especially in LVS. Connectivity is a very important aspect, and it's one of the things I get more requests and questions from customers about. So you might find these very advantageous. These are all features that you've had available for a long while. On the screen, I have a small little analog block, and I've already run Calibre LVS, and you'll see that there is a few cells that are showing some discrepancies and some issues. One of the features that is not as often used in RVE as maybe it should be is this ability to visualize or present the information in what's the most convenient manner for the current situation of what you want to look at. I can have it show me the errors by cell, which is the default mode, or I can say show it to me by error type, and I can present which cells had the different types of errors, or I can say show me by the fix type, and it will show me what errors were determined in this run, and I can start addressing things that are of more interest to go look at. For this example, I'm going to look at something called a Crossconnect error. The idea of a cross-connect is there's connections that, according to the source schematic, are not quite lined up. They're not quite connected in the same manner as the source schematic in the layout. And we see down in the detailed window here, we found some devices that are connected to certain pins to nets that didn't quite match up. And with fix suggestions as an LVS report option turned on, we give you a English readable sentence that describes this. We can tell you that net 9 and what pin it's connected to, and net 8 in the layout are cross-connected instances and the devices that they're cross-connected to. These blue highlights indicate that these are hyperlinks, and I can have it visualize these in the design for me. I'm just going to go ahead and click on these to do these highlights and zoom in to where this is so that we can visualize and see what this is telling us. I'm going to turn off all of the drawn layers or design layers and just look at what the highlights are showing me. In DESIGNrev, it's showing me the device names. Everything got its own unique color, and it's showing me the two nets. I'm going to change the line width that's being displayed on the nets just to make it a little bit easier, a little bit clearer to see. And I'll zoom in just a little bit. So what I can see here is that these devices, the pink and this greenish device, are on these nets, and it's telling me that they're cross-connected compared to what's in the schematic or the source for this. I'm going to adjust these windows just a little bit to make this a little bit easier to see. And I'm going to bring up some other features from RVE that we can take advantage of. We have the ability in RVE to synthesize or visualize the SPICE netlist or the schematic netlist that were provided. Let's clear these highlights and do them once again. So you'll see it highlight in both of these contexts simultaneously. And let's change the nets to... All right, so we'll visualize it. So what this is telling us, what it means by cross-connect error. On the layout netlist, I have this salmon colored net highlight, and you can see that it's connected to this pink device up in the design here. If we zoom out a little bit, this gray net is connected to this green device. So we see in the actual layout and we see in the visualized layout schematic that we have consistency between those colors and in that connection. If we look in the source net list for these same connections, this salmon colored net in the schematic is connected to the green device, and the gray net is connected to the pink device. That's what we mean by a cross connection. We need to have the gray net connected to this pink device and the salmon colored net connected to this green device. This is an indication as to what this means visually, and hopefully it helps explain what we mean by a cross connection. And you can use any of these RVE features to help pick and choose and visualize what you need to see to make it more understandable. I hope you found these features to be very useful, and I hope you can take advantage of this in your own designs and practice. Thank you very much.